Hello, my name is Michael Wu, and today I'm going to discuss the globalization of Air Jordan shoes. More specifically, I'm going to talk about the materials that go into making the shoes, who makes the shoes, and how the shoes get to shelves in North Florida. Then, how the product impacts the retailer, which is Nike, and lastly, some policy implications, such as regulations and tariffs from importing the product. First, I would like to go over the origins of Air Jordan shoes. Obviously, they are named after Michael Jordan, who is one of the most notable sports figures of all time. The Jumpman logo itself is widely recognized around the world. The first Air Jordan shoes came out in 1985 after Jordan signed a shoe deal with Nike worth around $2.5 million for 5 years. In 2023, there was a movie released about the story of Nike signing Michael Jordan, starring Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. So what are the constituent products that go into producing Air Jordans? Some include natural fibers such as cotton and wool, while others contain polyester, nylon, synthetic rubber compounds, and more. In total, there are over 30 different materials used, 6 of which are the following raw materials: polyester, rubber, Ava foam, cotton, leather, and synthetic leather. Polyester is shortened from the word polyethylene terephthalate. It is a synthetic fabric created through a chemical reaction with petroleum. Majority of the polyester used in Air Jordan shoes come from China and India. Rubber is an elastic substance obtained from the latex inside the Hevea brasiliensis tree in South America. Nike uses an altered rubber that incorporated benign accelerators and vegetable oils. Majority of the rubber used in Air Jordans come from Thailand, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Ava foam stands for ethylene vinyl acetate foam. It is a closed cell foam structure that has excellent cushioning and shock absorption, useful for the midsole of the shoe. Majority of the Ava foam used in Air Jordans come from China. There are 2 different types of cotton: regular cotton and organic cotton. Organic cotton means that it is harvested without chemical pesticides, no fertilizer, and defoliants. Nike uses about 10% organic cotton and gets majority of the regular cotton from China, India, Turkey, and the US. The last 2 raw materials are leather and synthetic leather, also known as faux leather. Synthetic leather is a man-made fabric that is made to look and feel like real leather, but function better. It is often easier to clean and more breathable than regular leather. Majority of the leather used in Air Jordans come from tanners and suppliers in China and Vietnam, while their synthetic leather comes from China and Taiwan. How do Air Jordans make their way to North Florida? Majority of Air Jordan shoes are made in factories located in Asia. In fact, China, Indonesia, and Vietnam account for 96% of the Air Jordan shoes produced. Once manufactured, they are shipped to Nike distribution centers across the world. The closest one to North Florida is located in Byhalia, Mississippi. From there, Nike delivery drivers pick up shipments and take them to Nike retail stores in North Florida. To say the Air Jordan shoes had a large impact on Nike is an understatement. The first year, Nike made $126 million off the Air Jordan sneaker line. It boosted Nike into the basketball shoe market, where before it had mostly been in the running shoe department. However, Nike knew eventually Michael Jordan would retire and the Jordan brand would have to adapt. In 1997, Nike decided to let the Air Jordan line operate independently. They began signing players from other sports such as football and baseball. In 2022, the Jordan brand brought in an estimated $5.1 billion. Air Jordan shoes took Nike to the next level in terms of worldwide business. Today, Air Jordans are worn on and off the court and have a huge following. Many people are known to collect Air Jordan shoes. Collaborations with fashion brands and celebrities have pushed the Jordan brand to have a large cultural impact. The brand itself has grown to sponsor athletes, sports teams, and even schools such as our own University of Florida. So what are some regulations that Air Jordan shoes are subject to? Well, Nike owns none of the factories where Air Jordans are produced and instead contracts the work to various factory owners. They require the contracted factories to sign a code of conduct pledging to adhere to standards in environmental impact, lowering waste, fair wages, and worker empowerment. However, that code of conduct only applies to manufacturers. Raw material suppliers are exempt. There has been recent controversy regarding unethical labor practices. In 1930, Congress approved the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act, hoping to protect U.S. shoe companies from cheaper imports. Today, over 90% of the shoes are imported to the States, and the tariffs remain the same. Nike states that their $150 Air Jordan shoes come with a 20% tariff. Lastly, here is my works cited containing the sources I used. Thank you.